people, guys, it's happening. Something that and I think a lot of others can agree on, have been waiting for since forever. The closest thing to Prison of Elders, and granted, Prison of Elders wasn't necessarily a horde mode, but it had the same sort of vibe. You know, you're running wave after wave in 3 rooms, and then you get your, loot at the end. Well, Destiny 2 is now getting what I would consider to be a comparable mode. This here is called Onslaught, a tower defense horde mode, baby. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Oh boy. I have been wanting something that has replay value where it increases in difficulty the longer you go on. There isn't necessarily an end. With this, there are a couple of different tiers of difficulty for it. You have your playlist version, and that is 10 waves. You have a challenge version, which then is 50 waves, and I compare it to zombies. Like, that's where my brain goes. Zombies in Call of Duty, when it comes to waves, each wave, as it progresses on, grows longer in duration. This, as they've explained it, is the 50 wave version, the one where you're going on to play for a couple of hours. You're sinking a lot of time into it. You're going for the best rewards and whatnot. So here they're playing, I believe, the 50 wave version. So 10 waves is for playlist, just, quick, matchmaking, just want to hop on for a little bit, play 10 waves, get your loot, move on. The challenge version, 50 waves for that longer duration, more challenging, more modifiers, more champions, etc. And then they've also mentioned a legendary mode. And I have a lot of faith in a mode like this, something that's like a tower defense horde mode, because if you guys don't know, Bungie is also the creators of Firefight from Halo. And that was something I've always talked about, is like, imagine if Destiny had its own Firefight. Granted, it isn't on the same scale, at least in terms of like cultural impact in gaming. Firefight kind of took that spot for quite a while from I believe Halo 3 ODST, and up until now, Infinite's got its own King of the Hill version of Firefight. But here we have Destiny's version of it, not Firefight, Onslaught. You've got tower defense. You have this stuff called scraps, which is your currency that you get by completing objectives, killing enemies, the whole shindig. You use that scrap to purchase specific upgrades on the field, like turrets or buffs for specific types of weapons, trip mines, reinforcements, decoys. With this, my brain goes to Modern Warfare 3's survival, where you could buy kill streaks. Same sort of situation with like trip mines, claymores, bouncing betties. You get reinforcements, calling down some extra troops. In this, you get the cleaning bots from the tower. And Onslaught here takes place on a multitude of, I believe, multiplayer maps. So right here we have Midtown. They showed a little section inside of a pyramid ship where the Guardians go from being on the defensive to the offensive. They go up to where the mobs are spawning and wreck their shit, dare I say. Some loot that's coming from this so far, what we've seen is the Midnight Coup. Fantastic little hand cannon reprisal there. There was the hung jury they were showing off, a little reskin on that, something that looked pretty nice, some new rolls and all that, and a couple others that are unannounced. They teased the Red Death, which we know is coming, but we don't know when. It very well could be with this mode, because shaxx is the commentator, the narrator throughout this. He's the one spearheading the operation, spearheading the defense from the pyramid ships. One of the things they mentioned was time to break out some banned weaponry in the Crucible. And for any lore buffs out there, or anybody who, is caught up on that type of stuff, Red Death is considered a banned weapon in the Crucible because it is like inhumane as shit to use. I believe that once we reach the max level with shaxx, we can potentially get the Red Death. Who knows? Or they might just be saving it for the final shape, which is also a possibility. But here, I would like to see the Red Death come back with this. And better yet, y'all, this here is a fantastic 4-letter word. F-R-E-E. That spells free, baby. Free. This is a free mode. We get horde mode for free, weapon rerolls for free, some reprisals there, little progression on the story, which is kind of cool. This is just the first stream of 3, and the first stream was more so showing off what the activity is. The second stream is going to be showing off the weapons, and the third stream, I don't believe they announced what they're doing for that yet. All I can say is, guys, this has got me hyped. I am stoked, and it is coming on April 9th. So you guys, What do you think? Is Onslaught a big, fat, gigantic, juicy, W? Or is it just another L? I'm giving this a W. Big seal of approval from me, 100%. Looks like it has some very solid replay value. They're taking some pages from the coil. They're taking some pages from altars of summoning, putting all that, combining them. Ooh, mixing up that pot and cooking us something nice, baby. As you can see in the video here, these guys are hopping through a portal into the pyramid ship. There's going to be a couple of different maps, they said, so there's going to be some nice variety there. There's bosses, cool systems where you have to dunk power into a rift in order to cause damage to a boss. The challenges that can come from this, the potential is great. You know, people are still going for round 100s in Call of Duty World at War. People are still going for round 100s in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, nearly 10 years, 12 years later. If this mode is here to stay, and I really hope it is, I don't want them to treat it like one of those seasonal PvE activities where, oh, it's here for, you know, a couple months and then it's gone. Let this be a part of the legend category in the director. Let this stay. Let it stay. More is better here, you know, more game modes. Sure, people will talk about, oh, splice the community up into different modes and you won't have anybody to play with. If they keep updating this and keep it going, man, I think they have a lot of potential. Say when the first episode drops with the Vex, change the enemies to the Vex. Guys, it's looking good. It is looking good. I will see you on April 9th for Onslaught with Destiny 2 Into the Light. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys stoked for it? Are you gonna pass on it? Is it something you might just hop on and try once or twice? For me, it's got some good rewards with it. The gameplay looks really solid. I love that tower defense sort of vibe, throwing up some turrets, getting some reinforcements there. Anyways, leave a like if you liked, subscribe if you wish. It's not mandatory, but it is always appreciated. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, weekend, week. Whenever you watch this, hope you're having a good one of whatever that is. Catch you guys on the flip side. Take care. Deuces.